everyone, welcome to my channel Notes from the Sewing Room. My name's Becky. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you for joining me again, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. My channel is all about my sewing, dressmaking and craft adventures, so if that's something that interests you, please do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. By hitting the like button, you do allow other people to see my video that may also be of a similar mindset to yourself and enjoy all things sewing and craft, so I really appreciate that. So today's video is all about something very, very exciting. I've been asked to be a sewing machine brand ambassador for Husqvarna UK. I bought my Husqvarna sewing machine, quite a while ago, maybe about 5 years ago, something like that. I'm going to be testing out a range of different accessories for my sewing machine over the next few months, so I just want to chat to you about that today. You can probably see my Labrador Bentley's just in the background here, and he's just having a drink quite noisily, so apologies for that. But stay tuned and you're going to hear all about what I've got to tell you about my collaboration with Husqvarna. So I hope you've been having a good week, whatever you've been up to. Before we launch into me telling you all about what I'm going to be testing out and the kind of exciting collaboration that I've got going on, I'll just tell you briefly about what I'm wearing today, because I know that some of you do like to know. I am wearing a Ogden cami dress today, so basically I've hacked the Ogden cami top into a dress. I'm going to be talking all about this on my September makes video, so that'll be on my channel later this month or maybe the start of October, depending on what happens with the birth of my baby. So I'm currently 38 weeks pregnant and a few days when I'm filming this video, so baby could come, I guess, anytime. So we're really excited about meeting him and really looking forward to everything. So it's my first baby, so I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm kind of really nervous about it as well, as you probably expect. But yes, I'm wearing an Ogden cami dress and I'm wearing a Hell Bunny cardigan. I really like the cardigans from Hell Bunny. I've got quite a few different ones in different colourways, so I recommend you check those out if you're not familiar with them and you do like a kind of vintage style cropped cardigan like I do. But yeah, so I'm going off the point here. Let me tell you all about my collaboration with Husqvarna UK. So I've had my sewing machine, like I said, for quite a long time, probably about 5 years or so. I bought it from Opal Sewing Centre in Nottingham, and it was a real investment piece for me. I didn't start off with that machine. I originally bought a much cheaper machine, which only had a few stitches on it, just to kind of get me going. I had that one for a couple of years and then I upgraded. And upgrading to my Husqvarna machine is honestly one of the best things that I've ever bought. It really is. And the good thing about buying it from Opal Sewing Centre was that it actually came with a free class of how to use the machine. So the machine does actually have quite a few different stitches on there. I have an Opal 670 Husqvarna machine, if you want to Google it and have a look at all the different stitches and things that it comes with. There's lots and lots of different stitches on there. It does come with a range of different feet with the machine, such as a zipper foot, your kind of regular straight stitch foot, etc. I have bought a couple of other feet to go with it, I think. So Husqvarna have kindly sent me over a few different feet for my sewing machine, my Opal 670, to test out over the next few months. So I'm hopefully going to be doing these between now, so September, and possibly the end of November or something like that. So I will be posting a few different things onto my Instagram channel, so you can find me at Notes from the Sewing Room if you don't follow me on Instagram already. And I possibly might make a couple of videos as well about how I'm getting on with the different feet, either on here or on Instagram TV, so keep tuned for those. I have been sent a range of different feet, so I'll just read you out what I've actually been sent. They've sent me a little delivery note here which has got all the bits and pieces on. So I've been sent I don't know what that was on the phone, apologies. A rolled hem foot I've been sent, a clear stitch in the ditch foot, a changeable quilter's guide foot, some new plastic bobbins for my machine, which are always very helpful, and something called an interchangeable dual feed foot. So I basically need to learn more about some of these feet and let you know basically how they all work. Now, the first one that I'm hoping to try out is this one, which is the clear stitch in the ditch foot. So as you'll know if you've watched any of my other videos, I absolutely love dressmaking, and stitching in the ditch is something that I do all the time. So of course you can stitch in the ditch using a regular sewing machine foot, or you can use a zipper foot. But I think having a clear foot like this one to stitch in the ditch is going to be super helpful, because I'll be able to see a lot more clearly what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see that very well in the light, but basically if you don't know what stitching in the ditch is, it's when you've got, say, a shoulder seam. So take my cardigan for example, you've got two different seams there that have been joined at the shoulder. If this had got a facing on the inside, then basically you might want to keep that in place. So you just stitch literally in that gap in between the two pieces of fabric, and that's called stitching in the ditch. Now sometimes it can be quite difficult to do that precisely, so that you are not going to see the stitches from the outside. So having a clear foot for that process is going to be really good, and I'm sure I'm going to use that a lot, perhaps when I'm putting on a waistband, or like I say, shoulder seams. Yeah, that's going to be really, really good. I've been sent some bobbins here for my machine. So I don't know about you, but I have this little bobbin tidier, which I use, which is really helpful. My mother-in-law bought me that for Christmas at some point. What often happens is I make up lots of different bobbins in different colourways, and obviously use them for different projects. I don't like to throw things away if I can avoid it, in terms of cotton that's actually on my wound bobbins already. So I do try and use up what I've got on there before taking it off, unless it's unavoidable. But sometimes what happens is all my bobbins, are pretty much full, and I've not got the colour that I want for whichever project it is that I'm doing. So I will end up actually unwinding what I've got on here on a particular bobbin, and then basically wasting that cotton, which is something that I don't like to do. So having the extra bobbins is going to be helpful, because it will hopefully mean that I'll have lots of different colourways in terms of cotton made up on my bobbins, and it'll save me throwing things away, which will be much less wasteful. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with those. I've got a few other feet that have been sent here. So this one here is a rolled hem foot. So that's not something that I've used before. I would like to maybe get into making things like scarves and things like that. It might actually be quite useful come Christmas time. Making a nice scarf for someone for Christmas out of a very lightweight fabric could be really pretty, nice thing to do. Or maybe some kind of pretty skirt project or something like that going towards the festive season. So yeah, having a go with the rolled hem foot is something that I've wanted to do for ages. I've not had one, so I think that's going to be quite useful. So I'll keep you posted on how I get on with that, and any sort of trials or tribulations that I have along the way. If you've got any tips for using any of these feet, then do leave me a comment below and let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, because I learn so much from you, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube videos, or when you leave me comments. I really do appreciate it, because this is a two-way conversation really. I do love to hear from you, so do get in touch with me if you'd like to. I've got a couple of other things that I've got in the box here. So one is a changeable quilter's guide foot. So you can use this for stitching in the ditch, I believe, for quilting projects. Amongst other things, but this is one of the feet that I do need to do a little bit of research on. I'm not a regular quilter. I've made a couple of kind of really basic patchwork quilts for the house. I think I've made some kind of basic patchwork cushions and things like that, but I would not describe myself as a quilter. There's some fabulous quilts that you see when you're out and about, or when you're online, that are so intricate in terms of the detail, and I definitely have not done any like that, and I'm so jealous of people that have got that time and energy and inspiration to kind of put those things together, because they are just fabulous. So I'm going to have to look into these quilting feet a little bit more, and let you know how I get on with it. This one's rather a large foot actually, and like I say, it's called the changeable quilter's guide foot. So if you have used one of those before and you've got any recommendations of what kind of project I should use that one on, then do give me a shout and let me know, and like I say, leave me a comment. So it looks like that, if you can see that on the screen. The final thing that I've got in here has actually come in rather a large box. It sounds like there's quite a lot in there. So this is the interchangeable dual feed. So I'm going to open this one up just so that we can have a look and see. So this one includes, it says the package includes an edge quilting guide for the left and right needle, a changeable straight stitch foot, a changeable zigzag foot, needle clamp screw, presser foot, ankle screw, and dual feed instruction. So this one's also for quilting. So again, I'm going to have to look into it because, like I say, I'm not a quilter, but I'm really keen to learn. So thank you so much to Husqvarna for sending me over these products, and I'm going to really enjoy learning about them. So that's what that one looks like. So you can buy all these things from Husqvarna directly, I believe, or you can buy them from other Husqvarna stockists like Whole Sewing Centre in Nottingham, or I'm sure there's plenty of other ones if you Google it and have a look online. But yeah, I'm really excited to be asked to be a brand ambassador for Husqvarna. I'm going to be reviewing these things, as I say, on my Instagram page and also perhaps on here. But if there is anything that you want to know about these feet or any tips that you've got, then it would be lovely if you let me know, and I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, it's really exciting because I love my sewing machine. As I say, it's one of the best things that I've ever bought for myself. It gets so much use. I do tend to do you know, a little bit of sewing here and there in the week when I'm at work. I generally work full time, but I am on maternity leave at the moment, so I tend to normally sew for kind of 10 minutes or 20 minutes in the evening when I'm making dinner, or perhaps a little bit more on the weekend depending on what time I've got. As I've said before in, you know, this video and other videos, we are expecting a baby, so he is going to be coming soon, so I'm sure my routine is going to change, but I am hoping to still fit in a bit of sewing here and there during nap time or in the evening, etc. But if you have got any tips for kind of juggling you know, hobbies and things around having a busy life, then I'd appreciate it if you could let me know that as well. But I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I do really enjoy making my videos, so I do hope that you enjoy watching them as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and pressed that notification bell, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And like I say, if you do like my video, then please do hit that like button. It will encourage YouTube to share this video out to other people who may be interested in watching. But until next time, I shall leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.